Evening, folks. Welcome back to the Rags stream, and we have co-host tonight. Jax is back with us.
You sound like a robot, Rags.
Do I sound like a robot?
Like a cool robot.
What do I sound like?
You sound fine, Stein.
Yeah, you two. Well, it must be me then. I can't. You two both sound like robots to me.
I'm closer to the mic now. Just a quick Sensum and Kate.
Keep talking, guys. I'll jump out. I'll jump back in. Let us in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Big thank you to Kate and Sensum and the new follower. What was his name? Can't remember it now. And I have a big shout out to say to Stu for a massive donation last week, which will actually help to go and bury me, towards burying me. So it will literally help towards burying me. That's the cost of opening a grave, or the cost of a headstone. So really appreciate it. So as you can see, we have the man himself, the Woodlander. I have photographs in the background from the site, which it doesn't show faces or anything. It's just the gallery from the main page, and you can see what they're doing and carrying it on. And we want to get into how's it getting on, how's it going? You know, is it building slowly or is it building rapidly? And just out of interest, have you seen Big Sam?
I haven't seen him. No, I have spoken to him. He's doing all right, mate. He's doing okay.
It's brilliant to see him back. So it's a lovely big fella, like a gentle giant, but I wouldn't poke my finger in his eye.
Yeah, yeah, same. So just to let anyone know, I'm only going to be here for about 15 minutes because I'm I'm down with mum's down in the south, so I'm going out for a Mother's Day meal. But I just wanted to jump on and say hello because it's been a while. But it's great to see you both. Yeah, so Simon, as Rags was asking there, then what's the update with the initiative?
Mate, it's all going exactly as planned, to be honest. We've got 2 plots which are in the process of being bought at the moment. That'll bring us up to 5 different areas, which I think is pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that we can tack another couple on this year, which would be 7. If we can get 7 areas nailed down, which are ours, that belong to us, we're moving in the right direction. There's a lot of people out there that understand what we're doing is kind of going to be the way forward. And I hope tonight I'll get a little bit of time just to tell you why I think it's going to be even more important now than it was when we first started. But yeah, at the moment, it's going great. We've got 3 plots. We've got one in the southeast down here, Rye. We've got 1 and 2 in Wales. And we've got another 2. I can't tell you where they are right now because the sales process is ongoing. And we know that there's people out there, there'll be people watching that just want to throw a spanner in the works. So, yeah. Them. But yeah, it's all going well, mate. Membership's up. The money keeps coming in, and we will keep buying land.
But I know Paga is one of your members.
Yeah. Well, loads of the scrubs are.
Even the Angry Butnik, he chips in every year. He makes a donation every year. But the Irish contingent, were you the last time we were talking? You were talking about.
Well, I'm coming over to Sligo, which is just over the border so it's right on the border between north and south. I'll be over there in June.
Yes.
There's a festival on over there run by I forgot his name now. I did a video with him not long back. Great guy, actually, Irish guy, came over to the UK. We shot a video. He holds a festival every year. A load of the off-grid island guys got in contact as well. So I'll be going over, hopefully get it up and running in both the north and the south. So fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes.
You have a question
Well-
there. We have a question there from John in the chat there. Can you make a one-off donation to Woodlander?
That's coming. We're trying to set up. See, we could, and then what happens is the tax man wants to know what is this money, and can I have some of it? So what we've got to do is come up with a way of showing that people are donating for a certain thing. But that is coming, and you will be able to donate direct on the website.
There's people in the chat there. I know you can't see the chat, Simon. So James Conley. Is that the boy
Yes. Yeah.
No,
James Conway. Yeah, you should check out his channel. He's a cool guy. He knows the score.
Well, according to No Risk, No Reward, the guy based in County Down in Bangor, he reported on the Irish government yesterday actually chartering 3 flights next week to send Africans back to Nigeria, Namibia, and what was the other one? Who were the ones that ripped off the Americans?
Somalis.
The Somalis. 3 full flights. Yet that's not enough. Like 3 full flights.
No, it's not really going to put a dent in it, is it?
No.
No, you would literally need a conveyor belt of aeroplanes of like C5 transporter planes just taking off and landing all day long. But Si, I don't know if you're if you'd have any spare time when you're over in June, but perhaps if you get the spare day, we could somehow us 3 link up.
Drop me a message on Telegram, mate, because I've got a few coming over to the festival. It's not like an expensive thing, and it's all interesting stuff. And I'll be there doing a talk on the day, but I'll have kind of the whole afternoon. I've got a couple of content creators over there want to do interviews or whatever, but I'll be floating about. If you want to come down for the day, yeah, man, we'll hook up, go for a beer.
Yeah, brilliant.
Something like the ones we used to go to in Scotland, where it was celebration of Scottish culture, and you could throw axes at big dods of wood, and you'd have a go with bows and arrows and all the different stuff, and people would dress up like, you know, William Wallace's time with the stuff on, and they even had freaking like longboats and stuff. And it's great.
Yeah, well, this is a similar kind of festival. I think they've got like a Facebook page, and there's videos of last year's one on there. You got loads of traditional craft work, loads of traditional growing techniques, farming and whatnot. But the bloke's really into sort of self-sufficiency, off-grid living, and understands a lot about Agenda 2030, what's coming down the road, and the demographic situation in Ireland as well.
Yes.
So he's eyes wide open, and he's open for discussion and looking at ways we can ensure that we're going to be safe, which is what it's going to. That's what it's going to be about.
Yes. I know that there was the thing that came out in the news there during the week that the Labour Party are going to build 1.5 million new homes, and then it turns out that at least a third of them homes,
40%, 40% will be. It'll be more than that, right? So that's the government's figures are that 40% will be going to non-Indigenous, so they'll be going to foreigners.
Yes.
So it'll be more like 60%. Realistically, we know that. If they're telling you it's 40, it's going to be 60.
Yes. But I don't know what this token getting rid of ones was. They said they didn't fit the criteria for asylum seeking because the places they were coming from, they literally have there's no war, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the same with nearly every single one that's come into Britain in the last 5 years.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? They're coming from France, not from, people say, oh, yeah, but they're from Syria, but they've had to come through 19 different countries to get here. which
Yes.
is illegal in
Self.
like from the offset. Right, they're supposed to seek asylum in the first safe country they come to, not the
Yes.
second, third, fourth, fifth, 25th. And we all know why they're here, right? For two reasons. One, they're greeted with open arms. They get a taxi service to a 4-star hotel where they're fed, clothed, and given money and mobile phones. And then, right, they can just stay. They just stay forever. So why wouldn't you make your way here? So as much as I don't want them here, I can't blame them for doing what they're doing.
Mhm.
It's our government and it's our system that's at fault, right? And that's what's got to change.
Yes. What do you call him? The sheep farmer. There's a guy.
Niall,
the sheep farmer. Shiel Nahern. And they've started a big movement in Donegal. And he goes
Donegal,
he goes around and interviews people and stuff. And he's like just pretends to be neutral. And he asks these boys what they're getting. 200 and something odd euros a week.
Yeah.
Free food, free housing, their electric and heating and all's paid for by the Irish taxpayer. And you're sitting there going, there's wee old ladies sitting because it's cold here at the minute, and the weather, and as you know, with the war in the Middle East, home heating oil is going through the roof, and most houses here are home heating oil and not gas. Gas is going through the roof. But these guys get it all for free.
Yeah, and it's not going to get better. Like that's the thing. I think the fuel prices will come down, right? But you'll be hard pushed to see the energy prices coming down. What they'll do is they'll put a cap on it. Oh, you're gone. They'll put a cap on it for households, but businesses will go bust.
Yeah,
this will again cripple the hospitality industry. People like that, they won't be able to wear this for 6, 7, 8 months. They can't.
Yeah. Well,
you got just me, guys. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Don't know what's going on with these two.
What? Can't you see us?
Oh, we're still here chatting away.
We'll give it a couple of minutes.
No, we can see you fine. You
Sing
can see
along,
you drinking your
sing
coffee.
a song.
Yeah. Si, a question for you, mate.
Well, let's hope they get it sorted, eh? I'll just ramble on. Yeah, the energy issue.
Oh,
he's disappeared.
It was his
and he's gone.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be back.
The sound was good. Everything else was good. It's just his end. Hopefully, he'll be back in a minute. But
it's his chicken powered Wi-Fi, isn't it? That's what's that's what's doing it. Yeah. So I think the person that you wanted to thank, Rags, is not someone that comes onto our streams. It's someone from the Boozer.
He's one from the Boozer, but he listens to the streams and is very much aligned with my politics, because I had a long conversation with him on the phone. He says he doesn't really chime in to the thing. He just listens.
Yeah, no, I think he's got in trouble before, so he keeps himself. But yeah, that was who. But can you hear us? Can you hear us and see us again? Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. A question for you, just before I've got to take my leave. I haven't read the full article, but did you make it into the State of Hate this year?
No.
Oh yeah. So same old, my friend. We're fantastic. We're buying land. Whites only, and they hate us, which is great. I don't particularly like them either, so it's all good.
Even daughter old Simon from History Debunked made it in this year.
Yeah, I think. And look, if you're not in there, you're doing something wrong, aren't you? Really.
Yeah, well, what are me and Rags doing wrong then? I mean, I'd wear that as a badge of honour.
There's
I really would.
there's a few guys that are a bit disappointed that they're not in it.
Yeah.
Look, I think they're insignificant. They've had their day. Everybody kind of knows that they're a state asset, that they were used by the state to pick on people on the right. So that they could then say, look, we've got this independent organisation that's feeding us information, but it's not an independent organisation. It's funded by the state. It's state operated. They're working with MI5. They've had their day. No one takes any notice at all. Their readership figures are in the toilet. The only people that read it are us. Right, and that's just to see if we're in it. It's really insignificant. The only time they're used is when the press are told to run stories. Then they will say, hope not hate, or have done an investigation, and that's what they're used for. That's what the state use them for, so that if it gets into the mainstream press, then they can back it up by saying it's independent organisation. When it's not, it would be like saying we don't like them, so this is the load of bollocks that we've made up about them.
Yes.
But there is, just ignore them. It is the best thing. If we ignore them long enough, they'll just disappear, because the only people that keep them going, I'm pretty sure, is us.
Yeah. I watched your man Simon the other day, and he was talking about he had been listed on it, and he was talking about a segment that he had done about the difference between the races.
Yeah.
And he does all his stuff. He literally, underneath the video, he lists all the academical evidence.
Yeah, none of that makes any difference, Rags. It makes no difference if you're right. It makes no difference if you're scientifically correct, or if you're politically correct, or if is the truth. Makes absolutely no difference to these people whatsoever. To them, you're still a racist. You're still a Nazi. They'll still just print loads and loads of slander about you. And they do this knowing that most people haven't got pockets deep enough to take them to court. And you haven't, because you're up against the state. You're up against the system that has much deeper pockets and much better paid a legal team than you do, right? So they can say what they want with impunity. The good thing is, people now are getting wise to it, and they just ignore them. It's just rubbish. Yeah.
Oh, I know that. I check out on it every once in a while on X and stuff, and I just sit and laugh. You think we're all,
yeah.
The way they talk about people like us, they think we're all just stepping up and down the street,
Yeah. Or we take like head measuring calipers out of us everywhere we go, just to make.
Have you stopped doing that now, then, Jack?
Yeah, I have. Listen, it was only going to be a brief one tonight, but I'm going to get in touch with Rags next week and arrange to go up and stay with him for a night or two. So perhaps we'll plan that for a Sunday so we could do a stream. We'll have to share a mic, but
cool, man. It's been nice speaking to you anyway, Jack. Nice to
it's great to see you. Great to see some of the people in the
all right, mate.
in the
See you
chat
soon.
as well. All right, listen, have a great have a great stream, Rags, and I will be in touch with you in the next couple of days. All right, pal?
Right, no problem.
All the best, guys. Good night. Good night, everyone.
So I'm going to share what I have on the screen here, and this is just, how did I do this again? It's been that bloody long. Oh, that's it there.
Come on, Rags, you can do it, man.
These here. Now, I don't know if anybody can see these here, or do I make it bigger? Can I make that bigger? No, I can't really. Cars, vans.
That's one of our plots in Wales. That's our meadow. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yes. Now, can you tap into this boy here for your electric? On the top of that.
Well, yeah, well, that one solitary. I was thinking of just chopping it down.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing you could do for it. Now, this is just one plot of land, but
Yeah. And I mean,
you've-
that's not all of it.
yeah,
But as you can see, it's quite nice. It's a beautiful place,
mhm.
and
Now,
we control it.
yeah. So, mini diggers. I take it you're now starting to take away brush, tree stumps.
Yeah, well, that's further up in the woodland area we've got over there as well. So we're leveling areas to put structures in place.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's all going well.
And what else have we got? I was just going to use these ones. It's like there seems to be a pathway. Now, is this?
Yeah, well, again, we've put that plateau into the woodland. So we've got an area we can erect structures on and woodland cabins in there. Yeah, nice.
So, what about electricity, like your own place?
Well, everything I've got here, it runs off solar. So if we need electricity, it'll be solar powered. If we need water, and I say this because every plot is different, though. But yes, solar for electricity. When it comes to water, we've just had a group of our members in our plot in Sussex. We've dug a borehole and hit water today. So we've now got fresh water from the water table. So again, it'll need filtering, but it was a learning experience, to put the borehole in. We did that by hand, not by machine. We kind of knew that the water table was low enough, and tapped into it and hit it today. So we've got our own spring water.
Did you ever look into the thing we talked about the last time, the hydro?
Yeah. Well, that's something we'll be looking at that meadow plot in Wales, because we've got our own stream that runs through the bottom.
Yes.
And it does come down a hill, but what we'd have to do is kind of dam it and then let it fall. We'd have to build in a fall for hydro to work.
Right. I take these two ladies are just out sunning themselves. No, she's actually clearing brush.
No, they both got strimmers. That was a work day. A work day, not a rest day. So they're strimming all that bracken down.
Right. I see that now. I was wondering, I just thought they were walking through the forest. And no, they've got strimmers. Beautiful, beautiful dog. Now, what are you erecting here?
Well, we had a tree which we'd come down, we'd stripped it, and someone carved in the Woodlander logo, so we put it up as a totem pole. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's just nice to get everyone together. Do you know what I mean? Doing projects, helping out.
Where am I now? Going to this next one. No, this is the head man for the firewood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's about teaching people how to use traditional tools as well. We all can use a jigsaw, plug it in, right? But if you've got no electricity, you've got to be able to use tools. And what he's using there is a traditional log saw.
Yes. No, he didn't buy that in B&Q. Definitely not. So, that's
no, I mean, a lot of these tools can be made as well. Do you know what I mean? You buy the blade, but then you make the handle and you put the tensioner in yourself. Yes. So it's about learning how to do all this stuff.
Then now this interested me.
Communications. We had a guy there, gave a great talk on different types of radio, CB, sideband, ham radio, distances we can get, because there may come a time when either the internet's down or you can't use the mobile network, and we're going to need to keep in touch with the people. And we're going to need to keep in touch with each other. So how do you do that? And if you've got no idea how to do it, you're stuck.
Yes.
Well, that's why we're putting in place stuff like this, so that, you know, each region has its own communications network. So if we can't use online facilities or we can't use the mobile network, we can still communicate with each other. We can still get messages to each other, and we're not left out in the cold. We know what's going on.
Well, I think we talked about CBs in one of our streams before, and CBs is big over here.
But a brilliant idea. The only problem with a CB is you can't really get a long distance.
Yes, and some of the guys,
but you can get further with a sideband, and then you can get further again with ham radio. But it's knowing which areas to put which things, and how to use them, and, you know, making sure that your members all understand that should they ever need to, they're never going to be in a situation where they can't get in contact with people.
Yes. You see, them there, some of the guys have these massive antennas on the backs of their houses.
Yeah.
They're maybe 3 times as tall as the house. And they can get in touch with people in Germany.
I know people say, "Oh, you know, this is going too far." You know, really, it was only 5 years ago the state was looking at locking you in your own house, right, and not allowing you further than 5 miles, and you were only allowed out of your house for an hour to exercise.
Yes.
So let me tell you, when the state wants to, right, it can come after you. And if it's got your mobile number, you won't be able to use your mobile number. So if you need to get in contact with someone, you need some help, how are you going to do it?
Yeah.
These are the things you need to consider. Right? You really do need to consider this. Where are you going to go? Who are you going to contact? How are you going to contact them? How are you going to survive?
Yes. A lot of places in Ireland are very, very rural, and they put in that 5-mile distance from your house thing. And it was Gran Torino when he was still allowed on YouTube. He was explaining he lives out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the nearest shop's 9 miles.
The nearest shop's 9 miles away. So you're breaking the rules every time you go shopping, you know. And you're sort of going, "Who came up with this bullshit?" You know. He says, because by the time he drives, you can go to the village and you can pick up a loaf and a bit of milk or stuff, but you can't do your main shop like Tesco's or Asda or whatever, you know, to fill up the freezer and stock the cupboards without going, you know, 10 miles.
Without going further. I know, and people sort of have this amnesia when it comes to what happened 5 years ago, to the whole COVID bollocks. You really shouldn't forget that. You really shouldn't forget how quick, how fast, and how hard the state can act when it wants to. And over nothing. That was all rubbish. It was all bollocks.
Yes, definitely.
So when they want to do something, they can do it. And we've seen what 80% of the people are like. They'll just toe the line. Right? And if you're not that way inclined, you're going to have to get out.
Yeah. Now, what is this here becoming? Because these are posts going
That was built. I think they were building a soakaway there for the toilets. So yeah, that was quite a while back now. But it's not. Again, it was a weekend. We just said, right, everyone come. We got some work to do. Everyone turned up. No one expected payment. We all just chipped in, grab a spade, grab a chainsaw, whatever was going, get the job done. There was lads out there relaying roads. There was, you know, people digging trenches. Everyone just chipped in, man. It's how it should.
This here fascinated me, because if you had water at the top of this here, that straight down, that slope would power a hydro generator. I don't know much of all this land. Just the lane's yours.
Yeah, well, that's our lane. That's our lane, and goes up to the meadow, and our woodland is up on the right-hand side there.
Right. So you can't use any of that hillside or stuff like that there. It's just
the hillside's not ours. Further up on the left is, but it's a private track. So yeah, it's quite nice, man. It's a beautiful area. for anyone in the chat, right? We've got a big get together in June. Book a weekend off, 12th to the 14th. Come on down. Spend the weekend down with us.
Rachel in the chat has asking where is it in Wales?
It's about 6 miles out of Bilth, Wales, so it's mid Wales.
I would suggest that anybody that wants to know where these places are is to contact Si himself on
Yeah.
through the website, which is the Woodlander Initiative, or Telegram. You'll find him on Telegram. There's a Woodlander group, and then there's his own private Telegram. So I know, as I say, Packas, and some of the scrubs, as you say, a load of the scrubs is paying into it.
Yeah, we got some really good guys in there, man. Hundreds of people. We lost a few when we restructured because we did have people in there that just were taking a piss. Really, they just wanted to pay a tenner, and then I can use all the land because it's cheaper than a campsite, and that's really not what it's about. We're on about building community. We're on about getting back to the land for those that want to. We're on about helping those that want to own their own land, putting them in a position where they can actually do that. Now, I think there's about 25 of our members we've helped buy their own land. So that's 25 of our members own their own land. We've got 5, near as down, we've got 3 at the moment, 2 on the go, 5 areas where we own land that we can all use. So it's going really well, Rags. And I think it's going to get much, much bigger in 3 years' time. And I'll tell you why. Everyone in the chat will know that Restore Britain has come on the scene, massively popular with everybody on the right, apart from those that are voting reform. And that has changed dynamics incredibly. Now, it has never happened that a party has gone from inception to running the country in 3 years. It's just not on the cards, has never happened. However, it could happen. It could be a Brexit situation again, where everyone thinks it can't happen, and I'll tell you what, it does.
It does.
So
I watched Mark on Dangerfield, and he went through the electoral registrar, and he says,
look, they'll throw everything at them, and for the next 3 years, right? It is, but this is why it's important, and I think people need to get this. 2 things can happen: they can either win, or they will lose.
Yep.
And that's all we need to be concerned about. So if they win, what's going to happen? And if they lose, what's going to happen? Well, let's look if they win, because that's the best case scenario. So Restore Britain have for 3 years.
Hold on a second. Charming wants to know, are Canadians welcome?
If what?
Canadians.
What about Canadians?
Are they welcome too?
Yes.
Somebody put below it, as long as they're white.
Yeah. So, Canadians can join. Look, if Restore Britain win, they've won on an ethnic card.
Yes.
They are planning on deporting millions of people. Now,
he actually, when I was listening to him, and he was on Facebook the other day, and he was being interviewed by somebody, and he says, yes, if you are here and you're not contributing and you're taking from the state and you can't speak a word of English, you're gone.
Yes, he hasn't just said that, Rags. He's broken that down. So it's like, if you're actually claiming benefits, you're going. If you can't speak English, you're going. So it's not all one thing. It's like each separate thing. So look, I'll get away from I'll just put the rhetoric to the one side.
Yes.
For 3 years, they're going to campaign on removing millions of non-Indigenous people from this country. There's going to be huge pushback. They're going to be called every name under the sun, and we know this. All right.
Yeah.
If they win, I want everybody in the chat just to stop and think for 1 minute. Do you think that those millions of people and the people in power at the moment that are going to be against this are just going to go, okay, you won, that's fine?
Yes.
Do you think they're going to happily get on the aircraft and fly out? Do
No.
you think that's what they're going to do? Because I can tell you, they're not.
No.
They are just going to refuse to go. So, and they're talking about removing any legal opportunity for these people to argue against it. So
Yes.
if they get rid of the ECHR, so they get rid of the Human Rights Convention,
Yes.
these people will have no legal recourse. The
Definitely.
only way they're going to not be able to be thrown onto a plane and shipped out is through other means. Now, I think most people will understand what I'm saying. We're not talking about a couple of hundred or a few thousand. We're talking millions of people that don't want to go. There is going to be huge amounts of trouble.
Yes.
This is if they win. Now, if they don't win, do you think that all of those people who know that we want to throw them on a plane and deport them, and all of the left-wingers and all of the people in power now that know that we want to literally throw them in prison, if we lose, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come after you. They're going to come after me. They're going to come down and shut down everything. And they're going to be pushing for more immigration. They'll want it to happen faster. They'll want to replace you faster. They'll criminalize every single word you say against it. That's what happens if we lose.
Yes.
There is no opportunity after the next general election. Everybody says this. Even Rupert Lowe says this. Mark Collette says this. And I've been saying it forever. This is the last chance. This is the one shot. If we win, it's going to be hard work. There's going to be a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
If we lose, they're going to come after us.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you now is, listen, as much as I will back Restore 100%, right, and I'll be voting for it, and I'll encourage everyone else to do the same, do not put all your eggs in one basket.
No.
Right, because it's going to be decades of hard work, and I mean violence on the streets, because these people were not going to go of their own free will. Right? Put yourself in a position where you're in a community, you've got people around you, that you have somewhere to go to, right? And that is where the Woodlander initiative really comes into its own.
Yes.
Okay, just that little photograph you've got on the screen there, right? To have people around you that understand you, that are like you, that will back you, that have got your back, that's going to be more important than anything.
Yes.
And that's if they win.
Yeah.
If they lose, that's probably going to be one of the only places you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
And I'm not blowing this out of proportion. Look what happened, right, with the BLM riots in America, right, when Biden got in and Trump didn't. All of that, right, was to say, you didn't win, look what we can do.
Yes.
Right? If we don't win, how far do you think they're going to go? Because they're going to see you on the street and they're going to know that you wanted them deported.
Yes.
And the left are going to know you wanted them put in prison. Either
Yeah.
way you cut it, we have got a really, really tough decade.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 years to get some things put in place to ensure that no matter which way it goes, you're safe, secure, and have somewhere to go, right? And people around you who are going to have your back.
Yeah. Well, now the rhetoric is now by Shamama Mahmood, as Home Secretary, is she, or something? She's now going to offer a family of four £40,000 to go back to Pakistan.
Yeah, it's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. So we're actually paying criminals for criminality. These people have already broken the law by being here illegally. So what we'll do is reward them and give them 40 grand.
Yeah.
Why?
And then I was thinking to myself, 7 years ago when I started following this movement and stuff, there was another person that said, give them 15 grand each and send them home, which was Mark Collette.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah,
Because
listen, the BNP, the National Front before it, and people now are talking about voluntary repatriation, voluntary remigration, and we'll help these people, we'll give them money, and fine. But that doesn't include illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants are here illegally. They broke the law. What you do is you arrest them, right? You put them on a plane, and you send them home. It's that simple, right? They're lucky you don't charge them for the flight. That's it. You don't give them 40,000 quid. No one's given me £40,000.
No.
If I go out tomorrow and park on double yellow lines, they don't give me, you broke the law, here's 10 grand. No.
Yeah.
They fine me, right? And if I don't pay the fine, they throw me in prison.
Yeah.
Stupid. Right? But they'll give these people £40,000.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what will happen. They'll give them £40,000. They'll fly them back to wherever, right? And in 6 months, they'll wonder why they're hanging around on the street corner in Birmingham again.
Yeah.
So they'll take the 40 grand and they'll just get a boat or a plane straight back in.
Yeah.
It beggars belief. But look, here's the truth. You've got 3 years, okay? In 3 years, I would propose that everybody backs Restore. It's the only chance we've got politically. If it doesn't work politically, right, everybody is saying the same thing. If it doesn't work this time politically, that's it. That is it.
Yes.
And that is when the people that have built these cabins with that view,
yes,
yeah, they'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, they will have somewhere to go.
Oh, I hope everything goes to our plans.
Listen, if you're in a large town or you live in a big city and you're listening to this, do yourself a favor, right? Build yourself an insurance policy. Build yourself a safety net. Because if it comes the day and you've got to get out, right, you need somewhere to get out to. Now, that's what we're offering you.
Yeah.
We're offering you the opportunity, right, to have somewhere to go, where you've got a community, where you've got people that understand you, you've got people like you, in an area that we control. We're in control of who comes in, and more importantly, we're in control who doesn't come in.
Yeah. Well, what do you know?
You might only ever use it at a weekend, and the whole world might turn out just as we want it. Right? Yeah. In which case, brilliant. You've got a lovely little place where you can get away for the weekend, take the wife and kids and, enjoy it. But you might find that big town and that big city, the call to prayer is every morning. The only people on the streets aren't like you. They haven't got your back and they want you gone.
Yes. Well, you see the videos constantly on X. We're here to stay now. This is our land now, and you have Africans in Bangor.
That's what they're like now.
Mm-hmm.
That is what they're like now. In
Yes.
3 years' time, we're going to put up the biggest fight, our last effort. And everyone knows, not just us, they do.
Yes.
They know this is the last time we're going to be able to do it. If it doesn't work, we ain't going to be able to try again. The figures will go too far the other way.
Yeah. Well, even who was it that said it? He's passed away now. He used to be part of the sort of the group.
John Davidson?
No. So even if we are less than 50% of the population, we're still the overwhelming majority, because you're talking about factions.
Yeah, look, I've heard that argument, but there's a massive problem, which is, as much as those other groups might fight against each other, right? If they've got a common enemy, which they have, us, right? They will join together. They'll join together to bash us. They do it all the time. And if they're united behind a political force like the Greens or Labour, right, they'll direct that force against us.
Yep.
This 3-year period, right? This 3-year period is going to be spent waking up a lot more people. This is why what I'm saying is rather important, right? I've always thought that the progression was going to be slowly, it's going to get worse, right? There's no political answer. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse until it breaks down. And we are putting ourselves in a position where we can opt out of the worst of it, okay? And then we can build back, because it will collapse. What Restore have done is ignite a rocket on that.
Yes.
It's pure accelerationism.
Yes.
Everyone's going to wake up to the idea, right, and the knowledge that it's the last hope.
Yes. There's a question on screen here for you from Charming.
Yeah.
Does the Woodlander personal land ownership scheme? Whoa, it's disappeared. Land ownership scheme allowing members to live on the land. I take it that's all day, 24/7.
Well, he would have to contact me personally. There is an answer to that, right? But I'm not going to do it live on stream for the same reasons that, I'm not going to give out information on where the new plots are live. Yes. There's people watching who, if they understand how we're doing things, will put a spanner in the works.
Yes.
But there's ways and means of doing everything that people want, right? But it's understanding how to do it within the law, so it is legal. But yes, we can do pretty much what everybody wants.
Yes.
I hope that kind of answered it for him.
I'm going to see if I can. Oh, fires are cool. Streams and then building community. So I am going to we'll go back to stop sharing and go back to the home page. And I'm going to drop this in. So if anybody wants to contact you, they can contact you on this paste. Now, somebody in the chat, if you would please click on that and make sure it works, takes you to the Woodlander initiative, and there is a contact.
If you type it into Google, once you get past the hope not hate bollocks, you will find the website. If you go on there, you'll be able to see the PMA structure. You'll be able to see how it works, and it's always been the same. Most of you guys understand what we were looking for is 1,000 people that at their own pace could put in £1,000, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's a lot of money." And at the lower level payment scheme we've got, like, it takes 8 years to put £1,000 in.
Yes.
All of that money that we all put in, and all of us put it in, goes to buy the land. And we want land in every single county, right? That's 54 counties. So we've got a long way to go, right? But we've got a lot more money to get, a lot more members to get. It's coming, right? It's coming. And we're doing we're going faster than I thought, to be honest with you. We could open it up quicker. The problem is as you open it up quicker, you end up with loads and loads of people that don't understand it, that just trying to screw the system again, who are only in it for what they can get out of it. And we don't want people like that. We want people to understand that we need to come together as a group. We need to be a community. We need to build together. We need to ensure our existence and a future for our children.
Yes.
Not difficult, is it?
That
you're not going to do it on your own.
That sounds
You're going to
familiar.
need people around you.
That sounds familiar, Simon. I wonder where you got that from.
Yeah, well, it's a very true statement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very
and it's
true.
becoming truer every day. We've got to secure our existence. Right? They're trying to take that away from us, even verbally. They're telling us now we don't exist. No such thing as an English person. No such thing as a Scots person or an Irish person. You've always been a nation of immigrants, haven't you? No.
Yes.
No, that's not how it works.
The word English.
We are
comes from
ethnicities.
England.
We have got a heritage. And it's people like us that are containing that are holding on to that are building upon that. And it's people like us that will be passing it on as well to our children, to our grandchildren. Because if we left it to them, there won't be any of us left.
Yes. On a smaller scale, Dangerfield dug into this a couple of years back, and it was people in England and people in America, and they were buying up a plot of land. And I think I had mentioned this to you in a previous stream that we did about the containers.
Yeah. There's loads. There's loads of things. Return to the Land in America have done great. They've got a load of publicity, negative publicity, a load of Jewish organisations trying to shut them down because they just don't like the fact that they've said, no, this is for people of European descent. It's a private members club. We're not taking anything away from anyone else. If they want to go and start their own thing, that's fine.
Yes.
So we're building a community for people of European descent, which is fine. Freedom of association. You should be able to associate and live next door to the people you want to, especially in your land that you bought with your money. But loads of negative publicity. But they're going ahead. So far, they've won everything that's been thrown against them. Great guys. Check them out. Return to the Land in the Ozarks in America. Brilliant organisation. You've got the Free Sweden movement, who are doing it slightly different. They're buying up, meeting houses and businesses in small villages, and then moving their members into the villages, so that they're a community. This is what we used to have in Ireland, in England, in Wales. We had community where people looked out for one another. What our governments have done over the last 80 years is try to decimate community. Anything that holds people together, they've taken out. Right down to trying to split apart the family.
Yes.
Everything they can do, they've done to destroy us. We're putting it back together. We're going back to tradition. Every single way we can. Right back down to growing your own food.
Yes.
Start again. Build again. Don't make the same mistakes.
The township in South Africa, there was a video on it on YouTube, and it was people had bought into Irania, that was it. And they got some stick on the news, some serious stick on the news.
Yeah, they did. But again, they're still going. They've been going 30 years now, right? Now, in 30 years, everybody slammed them in South Africa. It was, they must be racist. No, they were just trying to retain their culture. They knew they would get swallowed up and murdered on the outside. So they built this town in the middle of a desert. They built themselves. And now the South African government are asking them for advice on how do you manage to get a waste disposal, thing working? Because we can't do it in the whole country. But yours seems to be working fine. Yeah. It's a funny old game, isn't it? Where,
I watch a lot of them different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Even, it was Guy Martin going through China, and he had to have 2 bodyguards with him and an official from the government. And they have a hill, and you walk up the hill, and there's toilets at the top of the hill, cubicles, and you go for a crap, and the crap and the urine goes down through like paddy fields.
Yeah.
And it cleanses it, and it comes out at the bottom pure fertilizer.
Yeah.
Human waste.
Yeah, well, there's loads of stuff to learn as well. Things about permaculture, how to live with nature, not against it. Most of our farmers understand this, right? But they were incentivized to break down, what they had been doing, rip out the hedges, destroy the wildlife. Don't stop planting potatoes and carrots and turnips. No. Get rid of that. Just plant one thing. Just plant, I don't know, rapeseed oil for miles and miles and miles. And what we'll do is we'll import the carrots from Spain, and we'll import the turnips from some other European country, and we'll import everything we need. And now we don't grow any food.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And now we're at the mercy of everyone else. We need to get back to how it was before.
The last time I was out of the house, I went into Lidl's, and this is before I'm stuck in a wheelchair and these things stuck to my legs and stuff. And I thought I'll do up what we used to call as kids granny soup, and no problem. I get all the ingredient. Where's the carrots from? China.
Yeah, fucking hell.
And I'm sort of going, no, I'm not buying them. Where's the Northern Ireland ones? Where's the Irish carrots? I'll buy that stuff. I'm not buying that crap.
Yeah, mate. But it's beyond a joke, isn't it? The carrots you're buying in a shop in Northern Ireland, right, have come all the way from China. Why isn't the farm down the road supplying the shop with carrots? That's how it used to be.
Yes.
You would have a farm, and around that farm would grow a village. So you would have a baker, and he'd get the wheat from the farmer, and then he'd mill it and make bread. And so now you had a baker, and then you'd get some houses grow up, and someone would open up a shop doing dresses, and another one would be a mechanic. And so you had a village, and the people in the village would have businesses. And there'd be some more people, because that's a lovely village to live in. And all the food in the village was provided by the farm on the outskirts of the village. And it worked wonderfully. We had a beautiful English village and a farmer that provided the food, and things worked lovely. And we were known as a nation of shopkeepers. Why? Because we were.
Yeah. They even down in the Republic of Ireland, the farmers would leave out a trust box, and it would be eggs and potatoes and carrots and cauliflower, whatever else they had growing on the farm.
Do you want to try that in the centre of Dublin now, or in London, or in Leicester? Just put out an honesty box. See what happens.
Oh, fuck, every single egg, every single and pure straight from the cow milk. Stuff doesn't go off. It's only when it's pasteurized does it start to fucking go off.
Yeah, I know, mate.
And they come up in a car, which is provided for them by the Irish taxpayer, and they just filled the fucking bed, emptied the whole thing.
Yeah.
Didn't even leave a quid, let alone fucking, 20 or 30 or 40 pound for it, just took the whole lot. But anyway, Simon, that's going to wrap us up for the night.
No problem, Rags. How you doing, man? You good?
My backside's going numb.
You need one of them donut rings. I told you, my friend. I'm going to post one over to you.
Sensum has helped me out getting a gel seat for the wheelchair. It's great. You can last a while in the chair. But see, after a while, hey, it's like, Jesus, I can't feel my fucking cheeks.
Well, I've been rambling on all night, Rags. Thanks for the opportunity. I love the sound of my own voice. Most people must be sick of it by now.
Everybody loves it when you're on, you see. And you talk about good stuff, some positive stuff. It's not all doom and gloom with you.
No, man. I think I've been honest tonight. I think we've got 3 years to put everything together, and I think no matter what happens in 3 years, I haven't even touched on Agenda 2030, which kicks off in 3 years.
Yes.
20-minute neighbourhoods. They've already started it in the UK. All of this happens in 3 years. What I'm telling everyone is, no matter what way it goes, right, you're going to need community. You're going to need people around you. And there are going to be times you're going to need to get away. Where are you getting away to?
Yes.
We've got all of that set in place. So get involved, check out the website, and do it. We've got 3 years, man. And then the real hardship starts, whichever way.
Yeah, very true. Because Rupert Lowe said, he says, if we do win this, he says, it's not going to be, we're all.
No, it's good. I tried to, I've underplayed it on here as much as I can. Right, but if you think these people are just going to go, oh well, okay, there's 17 million people, right?
Yeah.
We'll just form an orderly line to leave. No, that's 17 million people. They're going to say no.
Yeah.
At that point, I think everybody knows what's going to happen.
It's going to kick off.
Right. Put yourself in the best situation. Put yourself in the best possible situation. If you're in a big town and a big city, at least have somewhere to get out to.
Yeah.
Really. Call it an insurance policy.
Well, as a bit next says, buy every legal weapon.
Yes, my friend.
You can find.
Rags, I'm going to let you go, mate. I know how it gets after an hour.
Yep.
Drop me a line on Telegram. Keep in contact. We'll talk about your stinky feet again.
Yes. Cheers. All right. I'd like to thank.
Good night to everyone in the chat. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. We'll speak again soon, Rags.
Yes, will do. Take care, bud.
Good night, mate.
Right. Now, that just leaves me to say good night, God bless, or in my case, Odin bless. I will see you next week.